Welcome to the audio recording for the Brown Chicken, Brown Cow Barnyard blog for the second Wednesdays of every month, The Sex Positive Social Worker. This blog has been written and recorded by Heather Beth. You can find additional information, including hyperlinks, graphics, and assorted media if you visit our website at www.bcbcpodcast.com and search for our Barnyard blogs. All rights reserved. Vario Creative Solutions and BCBC Productions, Inc.
Warning. This program contains frank and mature discussions intended to educate and advocate on the subjects of sexuality, sex, and gender and body positivity. Due to the nature of the topics being discussed, this may include subject matter and language that some may find offensive. This program is intended for adults only. If you are under the age of 18, if such material offends you, or if it is illegal to view such material in your community, please exit now.
Brown chicken, brown cow. 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 This is fun. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
April 11th, 2018, Sexual Assault Awareness Month, supporting a survivor of sexual assault. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. While this is not a fun topic, it is important because it is so common and so harmful. Maybe you have experienced sexual assault or something you didn't consent to. Definitely, you at least know someone who has. When a person chooses to share that they have experienced sexual assault, they are telling you that they trust you with their story and their experience. To find out someone you care about has been sexually assaulted can feel like a kick in the gut, a shock of cold water. You might not want to believe it at first, but a little knowledge can help you provide the kind of support your loved one has trusted you to give to them. Let's start with a few quick definitions. Sexual assault is any type of sexual contact or behavior that occurs without the explicit consent of the recipient. Falling under the definition of sexual assault are sexual activities. Falling under the definition of sexual assault are sexual activities such as forced sexual intercourse, forcible sodomy, child molestation, incest, fondling, and attempted rape by the U.S. Department of Justice. Rape is a specific type of sexual assault involving penetration without the consent of the person being penetrated. The term sexual assault has become more widely used because using the word rape discounts the significance of non-consensual sexual encounters that do not involve penetration. Consent, a mutually understood, voluntary, informed, and clear-minded agreement before each and every sexual action, every time. Check out February's blog post for more information. We might also generally call these non-consensual sexual experiences. I use this term not to take away from the importance of what's happened, but rather because the terms sexual assault and rape can be very loaded, and the person telling you about their experience might not want to use one of those terms now or ever. The important thing to remember is that the person who survived the experience gets to decide what to call it. Similarly, some people use the word survivor as it refers to the person's response and survival, rather than reducing them to a person who was attacked. Others find the word victim much more empowering, as it calls out very directly what happened to them and tells the world that someone else did it to them. Again, the key word here is to honor the way the person themselves defines it. But the best thing to call someone who has experienced this is their name. So what do you do if someone tells you they've experienced something non-consensual? First and foremost, listen to their story without interrupting or trying to fix the problem or rescue them. The person who has had this experience has had their autonomy and power taken away. And while it can feel supportive to tell them what they should do, or to rush to solutions, this can actually have the opposite effect of reinforcing the idea that they are not in charge of their body, their own experiences, and their own choices. Be sure to say, "I believe you." Most instances of sexual assault go unreported, and this is often due to the stigma, judgment, and shame that people who survive sexual assault face. Telling someone you believe them not only helps them feel safer in the moment, but is likely to ensure that they will continue to trust you in the future. Remind the person that this is not their fault. Regardless of the circumstances, it is never okay to act against someone's will and or violate their body. Be careful in rushing to judgment or definition, either of the person who assaulted them or the person talking to you. Since most sexual assaults occur between people who know one another, there's a possibility that this person has a relationship with the perpetrator and is overwhelmingly likely that they will see them again. Also, most acts of sexual assault are not committed by force, but rather by coercion. All of this can lead to feelings of confusion and guilt, among other emotions and thoughts. Being empathetic to this person's feelings, even if they don't make sense to you, is huge. Provide options and resources when the person is ready for them. A good question I like to ask when someone is telling me about a problem is, do you want empathy or strategy? This helps me determine whether they are ready for suggestions or want me to just keep listening. It is likely they'll say both, and in that case, I definitely ask before making suggestions. Offer to provide continued support in the moment or in the future. Share some of the links below with them. Sit with them while they talk with somebody via a crisis line or online chat. Accompany them to the hospital or clinic if they decide to go. Help them file a police report if that is what they decide to do. Offer to be available to talk in the future. Help them brainstorm other support sources they can rely on, since trying to do all this by yourself can be pretty exhausting. Resources. Weave, Women Escaping a Violent Environment. Despite their name, this Sacramento Area Shelter and Resource Center serves people of all genders who have experienced sexual assault, intimate partner, or domestic violence or trafficking. You can reach them at 916-920-2952 or go to www.weaveinc.org. My Sister's House. This Sacramento Area Resource Center and Shelter serves Asian and Pacific Islander women who have experienced sexual assault, intimate partner, or domestic violence or trafficking. The multilingual 24-hour helpline is at 916-428-3271, or you can go to www.my-sisters-house.org, a community for peace, trauma-informed Sacramento area social justice crisis center. The phone number is 916-728-7210, and the website is www.acommunityforpeace.org. RAIN, the Rape and Incest National Network. This is a nationwide resource on sexual abuse and assault. The crisis line is 1-800-656-HOPE. That's 1-800-656-4673. There are also live chat online and other resources at www.rainn.org. 1 in 6. This organization is working on the improving the health and well-being of male survivors of sexual abuse or assault. Information, support groups, a helpline, and men's stories. There's live chat and other resources at 1in6.org. We certainly can't prevent people from harming the people we love, but we can support them while they are in crisis and while they are healing. Heather Beth, the sex-positive social worker.
Brown chicken, brown cow. 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 This is fun. Chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.